Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channel, all my subscribers, all my future subscribers, all my hey, let me check this dude out kind of thing, all my scallywags, peaches, triggers, haters, lovers, commenters, each and every one of you. I appreciate you and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about um, black fear here in the Philippines. Now, you wonder why, I would say black fear because, as we know, all over the world, they fear black man, you know, um, for no other reason other than they're not white. So. But what gets me is how other black men react to other black men here in the Philippines. It's almost as if when they see you, it's like, or something goes into your head. Oh, what kind of game is he gonna run? you know, what is he up to? You know, he's got to be up to no good because that's what we're known to do stuff that isn't any good. And it's funny, because you know when I move around in the Philippines and I see a brother, you know, I will go out of my way to turn around and come back and say, "Hey, what's up, black man? How you doing?" Pow, shake a hand or whatever and chat for whatever time I can with that person. But a lot of times, it's almost like getting repelled. It's like they don't really want to know you. They really don't want to have anything to do with you. It's like I left the states to get away from you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I remember once I was two incidents. I'm gonna tell you. I was in Cebu, and it's this club called Icon. I don't even know if it's still open, but Icon. It was a club, very very popular club. It stayed open very late in the morning, and it attracted everybody from beautiful girls, beautiful lady boys, your dancers, and every now and then it had a nice show, something like that or whatever, good drinks, And as a matter of fact, I had one of my launch parties there for the magazine in Icon, VIP section, pouring bubbly, making it rain, you know how we do when we have a little bit too much of something. We want to share it in a flamboyant way. Well, that's what I did. But whenever I did go to Icon on my own, which I happen to live just right around the corner, at that time I had Helen as a puppy. I would walk her there in front or whatever, and she would hang out with me. And Helen, being as cute as she is, a lot of the girls love Helen, But most of the time I went there, I went inside, I made my round of club. When I go into a club, I hit all four walls and cut to the center, just kind of get a feel of the place. And then I order a drink, and then I usually take my drink and I come outside and I hang out with the bouncers, I hang out with the security. And me and the security, end up, having a real nice rapport together because, we would laugh, I watch them search and every now and then I say, wait, I got this one. The girl would come in and say, let me see your bag like this. And it became kind of comical because they let me do that, And so anyway, so one time this car pulled up and this brother got out and you could tell he was drunk. And he got out of the car and oh, what's up, my man? Oh, what's up? What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing? Where you from? He said, I'm from Brooklyn. Right there, go, woo! This is a Brooklyn bro. I said, a Brooklyn trigger. So, I'm putting my hand on my wallet. So anyway, so he was getting out of a cab, I think it was, and he had a girl in there. He said, "Get down here, bitch. You know, Peach. You know, what this take you so fucking long? You know, you big ugly Peach like this." And he was saying some horrible things to this girl, and and I pulled his coat because I'm looking at the expression on the bouncers. The bouncers saying, look how he's talking to our sister. Look how he's talking to our mother. Look how he's talking to our girlfriend. Hey, like this, and so I tried to pull this coat. I said, "Yo, brother, you can't talk to a Filipino girl like that. In front of a people like that. Oh, flag, like this." And I could see them starting to flex up, like this, because something tells me that he wasn't getting into that club and what have you. Me, I faded. I faded into the background, went upstairs, and went inside because you know what? I got no apple in that pie, as we say. Because I hate to see a situation go down where that he's gonna ultimately look at me like, "Brother, help me." I said, "No, brother, no, you are on your own when you're gonna be disrespectful. If you're gonna bring your trigger ways here to the Philippines and think you're just gonna do what you want to do, and like I said, I don't know what happened, but I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So, and there was another time when, I was walking and saw this guy and he was screaming at this girl and he was from Brooklyn too. There's something about Brooklyn cats, man. That you can take the boy out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of the boy. And he was very disrespectful to this girl, and and very loud. Both of them were like yell loud and screaming, like this. And I said, "Oh my God, that's all we need," But anyway, uh, the reason why it's like black fear, is that now don't get me wrong, I meet some good brothers, man. I really meet some good brothers. There are brothers who are really Lona, what are you doing? Brothers who are really here to enjoy the fruits and honey of the Philippines. Most of the time, they're retired. They are settled in their ways. You know, they're grateful for being out of the insanity of the United States. You know, so and those brothers, they tend to still be around rather through texting or messaging or something like this, and I'm very grateful to them. Every now and then, hey, I say, I check them and say hello. This one brother who I had a real deep conversation with him in one of the bars, and we would talk about fighting, MMA and bare knuckle boxing, and this guy was so informed about the sport, you know, that it didn't occur to me that this guy was probably a professional fighter. He probably had, you know, uh, I remember when I took a picture of the girl. He said, "Oh man, don't post me, on Facebook, with the girls." They're like, I said, "Okay, cool." And I posted a picture of me with the girls, but he's cut out of it because I have integrity. When someone asks me not to do something or not wanting to put their business on the street or not wanting to be on my video, I respect that. But anyway, we had a terrific conversation. In fact, when I was supposed to go to Cebu, we were supposed to hook up again. And so what happened was that, I didn't make it Cebu. And so one day, I said, "Yo, my brother, I'm not going to be able to make it to Cebu. And, I'll talk to you later. I had a wonderful conversation with you." I called him Champ because I knew this guy was a fighter. I knew this guy was in the fight game. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, I knew it. I knew it. You know. So anyway, so I start calling him champ. Okay, champ, hey, like this, right? So in one of my messaging back to him, I put my X0X0X0, my X0X0X0 that I'm sure all of you who've gotten, yeah, even if I comment you or talking to you or whatever, X0 means hug and kisses. Number one. To me, number two, it means I see your text. And number three, goodbye. And so, in other words, like if I'm looking at my messenger and I see someone says, hello Gerard, and I put XXX, which means I see your text, hey, like that, or what have you. So anyway, so the brother texts back to me. He says, "Are you gay? What's with this XXX0X0?" And so, I started laughing, and so, I already had a pre-explanation of what it means in my messenger. So when someone asks me, I just copy and paste it and put it there. Usually, and it says just what I just described you as, as far as what it meant. And so I said, no, my brother, I'm not gay, one of those type of things, because it's easy for someone, to think that if they are not, if they don't ask, or just make that assumption, that, oh, what are you gay, giving me hugs and kisses and like that? No. So anyway, he turned out to be a real good brother. So I met some good brothers, and I meet some good, I meet some good. Some good white cats. In fact, I met one yesterday. I was coming out of Mercury Drugs. The Mercury Drugs is like the drugstore chain where you get all your pharmacy and all that stuff, all your medication and a lot of other stuff from. So I was out, so I had to go buy something. And so when I was coming out, I met this brother on this white dude on a bike. And so I said, "Hey man, what's up?" So he said, "Hey, what's up?" So I said, "Where you from?" He told me where he's from, what part of the states. I don't want to say too much because I don't want. If I don't say too much, then no one can, or they can't accuse me of talking about him because I'm being discreet. Right? You can get the gist of it from my talking. So anyway, so we talking. He just came to the Philippines. He's excited. He married a girl who he never met. When he came to the Philippines, he married her. Like this, which is it's not to say that it doesn't happen, but I don't think it happens really that often. When you're just chatting to someone and then you just make the decision to, okay, let's get married, and they fly together and they will get married. And it's a real tough call to do if you don't know the background of the girl. And it's a real tough call for her without knowing the background of the guy. But she don't know enough to ask the right questions about him or want to know anything about him because she doesn't know enough to ask. And so we're talking. So he's looking forward to bringing her to the States, to the state where he's from. And he said, a lot of guys advise me not to do it.